I've put this video off, I put it off, I put it off, I've re-recorded a million times. I'm just going to put this out there. If I fumble on my words, I apologize. If I'm not so eloquent in my delivery, I apologize. But I need to get this out there. And I want to preface this video with a question for you to consider that I will bring back up at the end of the video, as it's going to tie in a lot of my thoughts. What do human beings create? And when I use that term creation, I'm using it both literally, its definition being that to bring something into existence, but I want to go a little bit deeper, figuratively, to bring something from nothing. So keep that in mind. All right? Now let's talk about humans. Let's talk about us. And I'm going to ask 3 more questions. So, first one, what are we? What are humans? I'm going to oversimplify. We are our nervous system, right? Because everything that we intake is brought in by our nervous system, our 5 senses. So, our nervous system, which is held up by our skeleton, our bones, wrapped in our muscle, wrapped in flesh. There you go. That is an oversimplification of human beings. We are matter, right? We are just a physical form. So, where are we? Where are humans? Well, I'm in the United States, which is a continent, in the continent of North America, which is on the planet Earth, which is the 3rd planet in our solar system. Our solar system is in the Milky Way galaxy, and the Milky Way galaxy is in space. Right? It's in space. So, we have, what are we? Where are we? Now, when are humans? When did humans come into being? Well, let's even go a little bit further back. When did the Earth come into creation? Well, they say about 4.8 billion years ago, or 4.6, something like that. We'll have to look it up. I might have misquoted, but around 4 billion years ago, 4.5 billion years ago. All right, when did the universe come into existence? I don't think too much before then, maybe 5 billion. You'd have to look it up again. I don't know off the top of my head, but we're still working with about 4 billion years, 4.5 billion years of our time. All right, time came into existence when the universe came into existence. So those 3 questions lead to the 3 components that our universe is made of: space, time, matter. Matter, that's the physical part. Time, just discussed it. And space, well, that's where we exist. We exist in space. So that is the simplest, most basic way to view humanity. So I asked this again, that second question. Well, where is that stuff? Where is that? Because we can all agree that's essentially what the universe is comprised of. Well, where is this universe? They say it's expanding. Well, where is it? What's it expanding into? Well, I would say this universe is the 3rd dimension. This universe is the 3rd dimension, and the 3rd dimension is expanding into the 4th dimension. We'll talk about the 4th dimension here in a little bit. So let's go back to what we are, and then let's ask that question I asked at the beginning. What do humans create? What do we bring from nothing? What is something that we bring from nothing? So I'm going to ask you another question. Who is Superman? Most of you probably thought immediately of a white guy, dark hair, blue outfit, S on his chest, red cape, flying around. Now, Superman isn't real, right? He's not real. He's a movie character, a comic book character, a cartoon character, all kinds of things. But he's not real. But does he exist? Well, yes. If he didn't exist, you wouldn't have been able to envision him in your mind. That word Superman, that term Superman, would have no relevance if he didn't exist. So the question isn't does he or doesn't he exist? It's where does he exist then? Well, he exists in movies, TV shows, cartoons, comic books. Well, where's that? Those things are the second dimension. The second dimension, when you draw on a piece of paper, it's flat. Those characters aren't really there. You draw Superman on a piece of paper, he's not really in your room, but he's there on that piece of paper in the second dimension. Same thing, when you observe me through this screen, it is the second dimension. You're not really here with me. You can't touch me. You can't interact with me, but I'm there. So, our creations are brought forward, come into existence on the second dimension. We exist in the third dimension. Let's talk about the fourth dimension. But I want to first remind you of what the third dimension consists of: space, time, and matter. So the fourth dimension has to be beyond that. You are beyond the second dimension, right? You're beyond that. I'm beyond Superman. He's not real. He exists, but he's not real. The fourth dimension is beyond us. It's beyond our time. It's beyond our space. It's beyond matter. It's without matter, to be more precise. And to wrap this video up, I do believe in God. I believe in God in that fourth dimension. And His creations are brought into existence in our dimension to the third dimension, just like our creations are brought into existence in the second. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Hopefully, this video was thought-provoking to somebody out there. If you like this video, if it resonated, please like, subscribe, share. And if I can get some kind of affirmation to keep going, maybe I'll come out with another video in the next couple days. See you next time, maybe.